Hi, I'm Scott, and I'm going to be going over some of the basics for Studio, a free computer-aided design tool for designing and building Lego stuff. It's not specifically a getting started with Studio video, as I'll be covering some tricks and things for using and also making stuff you can actually build. You can grab Studio from Bricklink.com here, and you can see some of the stuff it can do here as well. It is available for Mac and Windows for free. One of the cool things is that it is integrated with your Bricklink account, so make sure you have one of those. To start off with, download the app and go through the tutorial, as you can see here on the startup window. This will get you used to the interface, how to navigate around, move the camera, and so on. I'll be covering that a little as I'm going, but I highly recommend going through that to get yourself familiar with the program. This part here is where you would log into your Bricklink account, which I've already done. Once it's linked, you can check piece prices, save models to your account, and then share them with other people. So let's get started with a new creation. So we click here on Create New. Here we see the main interface. On the left, you can see the palette of pieces you can pick from, which is really extensive. It includes pieces that are currently available, as well as others that are no longer available in new sets. You can click this button right here to change the color that you're going to pick your pieces with. I like to pick white. See, here's blue. And switch back to white. I like to use white since it makes it easier to see what you're doing. This one will hide the decorated parts. That is a term for parts that have printing on them. So for example here, I'm going to turn on decorations, and I'm going to search for a 2x2 by 45 slope. So here you can see a 2x2 45 slope brick. If I turn on decorations like this, you can now see all of the decorated pieces. So if you know that you're not going to be using them, there's no reason to really have it on. So when you're looking for 2x2 slope, it's sometimes hard to find the piece you want with this turned on. So I usually have it off like that, unless I'm looking for a specific decorated part. On the right, you can see the color palette, which has all of the colors that Lego pieces are available in. As you can see, they're all separated out by various hues, and then within each of these, you can see solid colors, transparent colors, chrome colors, pearl, metallic, so on, all the way down. So yeah, each section has them all by color. So if, like, for example, you wanted black, there is black. But if you wanted like rubber, like a rubber piece for like tires and stuff like that, you would scroll down to rubber colors right here, rubber black. There we go. Okay, let's make a small car, and I'll talk through some things while making it to point out some things that will help you make your mocks along the way. So let's start with a base. Let's use a 2x6 plate. So we want to have this as the base of the car. You just click on it over there, it comes over here, and it's not actually placed down. But if you hit the arrow keys, you can rotate in different directions. If you hold down Shift with the arrow keys, you can rotate in 45 degrees. But in general, it will just snap to the right place. There we go. I'm going to hit the Escape key, which unhighlights it. So now I can select it, and I'm going to make it brown because I want this to be like an old and rusty car. So if I hit the C key, I make a clone of it, and bam, paste it down on top. Hit Escape again, and there we are. If you hold down Shift while dragging with your mouse, you can move it around. You hold down Control, it rotates it. So you can get a good look of what your mock looks like. So I think what we need to do now is add some wheels. So I know I want to use one of those 2x2 plate things with the axle bits sticking out from it. You know what I mean? So let's search for that. So let's search for 2x2 plate with an axle, right? XLE. And it's not there. So that brings us to the first point. You want to use the words that it is looking for. So axle is associated with Technic parts, but this isn't an axle. It's not a Technic axle anyway. What you want is a plate that is modified. Modified is one of those words that you're going to be using a lot in here because it means that you start with something and then it is modified. So you start with a 2x2 plate and then it is modified. So here we go. There, that is the part that I want to see. But as you can see, there's two of them. So let's grab one of each and just see what we got here. So there's one. And I'll grab this one, rotate it, put it in, and there we go. Okay, so you can see there both of them are, and they look pretty similar. Yeah, they're basically the same piece, right? No problems there. Ooh, hey, we got a little exclamation point over here. So as you can see over here in the step list, I'm not going to go into steps here to show you how to make actual instructions. That'll be for another time. But so right now we're just doing everything in step 1. But you can see here's the first plate, the second plate, that one, and then this one, which has an exclamation point next to it. So what's the problem? So that is showing us, if you click on check issues, it'll show you all of the pieces that it has problems with. Clear that by doing that. So what is the problem here? More than likely the problem is you have a piece in a color that doesn't exist. So this one is available, or this design for this piece is available in white. This one is not. So what we need to do, let's make them both black to start off with. So that one's black and this one's black. Okay, so now the exclamation point's gone. That was the problem. But let's look at something here. Since we're linked with our Bricklink account, and I select this, and you click on, look at the bottom, see the part number, then it says plate modified 2x2 with wheels, holder wide and hole. Price, that's the important part that you're going to want to look at right here. Price, 5 cents. So that's 0.05 US dollars, which is 5 cents. If you look at this one's 13 cents. So while it looks the same, this one, for whatever reason, maybe it's an older piece, maybe there are fewer of them in the store, maybe they're rarer, who knows. We don't want to use that one. Let's go with the cheap one. Plop that down there. Okay, so now we got, these two are exactly the same. If you look at the piece number over here, 6157, 6157. Great. Another thing that you could do is if you click on, select one of these, like if you have a piece that is showing up as being super expensive, just hit Find Alternatives, and it finds things that it thinks might be similar, so it'll show you other plate modifieds. There. So it is looking there. It found some other ones, found some other things with wheel holders, found some other wheels. So that's really helpful in trying to find stuff. It's not perfect, but it can help a bit. Okay, so let's add some wheels to this. So what we want to do is select one of these, and if you notice, find compatible bricks. It's a little, there's some text scrunched over it there, but you get the idea. Find compatible bricks, and now you'll see all of the things that Studio thinks can attach to this. Attach to that little handle thing there. So there's all sorts of wheels and stuff. So let's just go with this one. And let's put it on there. But let's, I want blue wheels because blue is awesome. So there we are. Blue wheel. Let's clone that, put it there, flip it around, put it there, put it there. So there we go. Now we got our awesome blue wheels on our rusty car body. Now we need tires, so let's just do the same thing. Select one of these, find compatible bricks, and let's look through here. There are some options. I like this tire, just the standard tire. As you can see, we got the exclamation point again. You could probably guess that is not available in white, but it is available in black. If you notice over here, there's a little $sign next to it. That'll show you that it actually is available. So if you have hide available colors on, so like right here, you can see all of these. It doesn't show anything, but we're going to want black, but not that black. We want, where'd it go? Black and white, rubber colors, rubber black. There we go. So now we can clone that and put it on all 4 wheels. It's a little easier than doing it in real life. So there we go. There is our car so far. There we go. So now let's add some fenders or whatever they're called to go over these tires, because we don't want the guy that's driving it to be pelted with rocks. So the piece that I'm looking for is not a fender, because those are not quite what I'm looking for. I mean, that's pretty similar, but if you notice in here, if you look at this, it says vehicle mudguard. 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 And there. Now we see the pieces that we want. So we will put both of these on here. We got the mudguard without the hole and mudguard with the hole. So there we are. So you can see both of them on there. So how do we know which one we want? One way to tell is to select it and pick the color you want for these pieces. And the price, based on the Bricklink prices, will show, and you can figure out which one you want. So let's pick this one. Let's show it in dark bluish gray. I think that's the color I want. So now you look at this one, and it's showing it as 68 cents. And look at this one, and it is not available. So there. About 68 cents is an awful lot for that. So let's try switching it to blue. Now it is down to 43 cents for that one, and 10 cents for this one. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Let's get rid of that. Clone that. Plop it down. There we go. Got our car with our wheel guards. So got the blue one with the hole. Okay, so now here's what I want to do. I want to add some style to this thing. So what I want to do is I want to add some cheese wedges. You know what cheese wedges are? Surely it does too, right? Cheese. That is not a cheese wedge. In fact, yes, there is cheese on it, but it is not what I want. That's because they are not called cheese wedges. Unfortunately, there's no way to put in nicknames for things in here. So yeah, what you got to do is just use its name. So it is called a slope with a 30-degree angle. And hey, there are the cheese wedges. So let's put some of these on here, make it look kind of interesting. I'm not claiming that this is good. It is just what I'm doing. So yeah, all of the wedge-shaped things are called slopes, and it helps to learn the angles for them, or at least the angles for the ones that you want. So for example, slope 18, I'm going to zoom in over here a little bit. Slope 18 is like the 1x2 vents and the 4x1s. Slope 30 will give you cheese wedges. Slope 33 is like the old style roof tiles, the 2x3 and the 4x3 roof tiles. 45s are the steep roof tiles and those kind of things. 65 are for these like stubby slope tall thingies, and 75 are the even taller ones. So there's no way to nickname them, but that's what we do. One thing that you need to do every once in a while is save as car. Be sure to save. Oh hey, look, we missed that. See the exclamation point over there? I was like, hey, what's going on there? That's because, oh yeah, mouse over it says unavailable. So yeah, let's swap that with the rubber color, and now we're fine. Okay, so I want to make a simple back for this thing, so I'll put one of those 1x2 tile things with the part that comes up in the back. Can't think of a clever segue into this, so I'll just tell you that the piece I'm talking about is called a panel. So all of the wall pieces, I don't know why I always thought they were walls. They're actually called panels. And hey, look at this. Got the same situation. Two that look nearly identical, but there's going to be something different with them. And if you look, this one, if you were to step on it, wouldn't hurt you that much, but this one, if you were to step on it, would hurt a lot. So let's look at that. So this one is 12 cents a piece, and this one is 4 cents a piece. So yeah, let's use the 4-cent one. There we go. There is our awesome car. I think it's shaping up pretty cool. Stop laughing, please. Moving on. Let's put one of those neat swoopy pieces in the front of it. You know the piece I mean. So I'll just type it in here. Swoopy. Nope. It doesn't know what I mean. Okay, so let's use another trick from my book. If you can't think of the name of a piece or how to describe it, but you can find a set that it's in, you can go over to Bricklink. So here, let's go over here and go to, here, let's go to this store. This looks like a really nice store. And let's search. I know that the piece that I want is in one of the Microfighter sets. Yeah, hey, this one. That's convenient. So let's look here. Microfighter, $10. That's a pretty good price. Here we are, 75163. That is the set number. Item consists of 74 parts. Let's click on that. So here's a list of all of the parts that are in this set. I don't know how many times I've done this, but yeah, here, look, I'm just scrolling through. Hey, there it is. Light bluish gray slope curved, 2x2 by 2/3 with 2 studs and curved sides. Of course, it just rolls off the tongue. There's no reason why I wouldn't know that. But that's the piece I want. Yeah, a little slopey thing. Okay, so 47457. So let's go back over here and let's just type in that number, 47457. There it is. And that is exactly the piece I want. I got it right out of a set that I might already have or I might know about. So yeah. So there we are. It's 6 cents for that piece. Nice. We are almost done. We just need a way for the driver to control the car. So look for a printed 1x2 cheese wedge. Pretty sure they have those, right? With some controls on it. So 1x2 slope 30, which of course is a cheese wedge. There we go. This is the piece that I want. But let's turn on the decorated pieces and hey, look at that. But I want to be sure that I get one that exists. So now I'm going to click on this, hide unavailable colors. There we go. So we see a police wedge here. That's not the piece that I want. Let's switch the color. I think the piece that I want is in light gray? Nope. Might be in light bluish gray? Nope. I remember it's in dark bluish gray. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I want this piece right here. Little control panel put in the front of the car. There we go. That's looking pretty cool, if I must say so myself. I would spend money to buy this set, wouldn't you? So let's see how much it'll cost to buy it. So let's highlight it all. Doop-doop-doo. And that little price in the bottom tells us that it is $17.37 for 21 pieces. That's ridiculous. What is going on? I bet there were some decisions we made along the way that could have cost the price to skyrocket like that. Let's look at a few of these pieces and see if we can reduce the cost of this thing. So now over here, let's go through. So plate 2x2. No, that one's 5 cents. That couldn't be it. Couldn't be this 2x6 plate in brown. Got a ton of those. It can't be worth anything. They're worth $2. $2? What? Well, that's a problem. Okay, so let's select it. And brown. Okay. Let's hide the unavailable colors. There we go. That looks a lot better. Oh, wow. Look at that. Brown has $3 signs next to it. $2.54. That's ridiculous. Dark brown? 10 cents maybe, but I don't know if that's the color I really want. Reddish brown. I think that's the one. Ooh, 7 cents. Oh, 8 cents. Yeah, let's switch those to reddish brown, which are a lot more common. There we go. So let's look at the price now. $13.42. Yeah, that's still pretty ridiculous. So let's look around here. What's next? Wheel. This is $3 for a wheel hub. You're kidding, right? What? Why is it $3? But I wanted blue. Blue looks so cool. Okay, so let's switch these. I don't know. Let's do light bluish gray instead. How much are those? Those are 4 cents. 4 cents is a lot better. So let's look at it now. So $1.49 for the entire set. I think that is pretty good. But you know, I'm thinking these tires. I know that there are older versions of those. So let's switch this back. There they are. So we got the old version and the new version. If you notice, the old version, it kind of zigzags, and the new version is kind of a center piece there. So let's put both of those. Let's highlight both and pick rubber from our colors. Okay, so this is the one that we're using here. It is 6 cents. So this one is the same, 6 cents, and this one is 15 cents. Okay, so that one did not work in our favor. Let's keep the wheels on it that we have. So there we have it. We went over some of the basics of using Studio and some of the little things you need to know to find the pieces at reasonable prices to make your mock. And along the way, we made this awesome little car. I mean, you would drive this thing, wouldn't you? I know I would. I at least would spend $1.50 for it, and I most certainly would not spend $14 for it. Anyway, this is Scott. I'll end this by saying to have fun making stuff. Have a good day. Bye.